All right.
Welcome to the podcast where Matt and I say some shit.
Matt says some shit. Very excited. We're at Nate does sound stuff.
Yeah.
So
we're at my home, my studio.
Yep.
He's an audio engineer.
Yeah, audio engineer. So let's start off with the first topic. I think everybody wants to do the first one, shit that Oz tells you to do. And I
love it because like my wife's gonna fucking laugh her ass off just knowing that this is even a topic because I'm just like full of shit.
Yeah,
like this.
There's been more, and I've known you for 15-ish, right? And anytime you lash onto something, it's like, fucking hey, this is the best thing going. Sorry.
And everyone has to do it. That's what it is.
And you're an asshole if you don't do it.
I'm always. Is that what you've been thinking?
Yeah, kind of. Sorry.
No, so I'll pick up something new and like, as is my way.
Give it an example.
I will.
Right.
I go balls deep into it. And so, okay, the newest one, the latest one, cold showers.
Cold showers. So, what are the benefits of a cold shower?
The benefits are multifold.
Tell these motherfuckers the shit that they gotta
do. I'm gonna fucking tell you some shit. Don't worry, I'm just getting started, giving a little background. No, listen. Cold showers, right?
Yeah.
Reduces inflammation, introduces hormesis into your life. It's like low-level stress to allow your body to adapt to that stress, and over time, you're able to take on greater loads of stress without your body reacting negatively to that.
Anytime it's sexual.
So I'm just gonna, of course, loads. Who doesn't love loads? So when I don't know, when I first, just for example, when I first started cold showers, started with like 10 seconds, and now 10 seconds at the end of a shower. Now I'm doing a whole cold shower. It's incredible for my life.
It's incredible change my life.
Change my life, and it'll change yours too. Do some fucking cold showers, and you'll feel it.
How cold are we talking? Like,
we're talking as cold as the water goes. I turn it as cold as it goes.
I used to do the contrast showers, which I love.
That's also awesome.
I would do intervals, and I go back, increase the heat and really increase the cold as I went.
Yeah.
And towards the end, I get to the end of it, but I never just did full blast cold shower.
Full blast cold. Now I've worked my way up to that, and honestly, I want to progress to ice baths. So if you guys, I'm sure you guys have heard of Wim Hof.
Is it this? No. Before we go there, my question to you. Is it essentially the same thing as an MMA athlete jumping an ice bath after training?
Yeah.
Is it the same result, or is it?
So I do it every single day. I don't want to take any days off.
Morning, night, both.
Whenever I take a shower is when I do cold showers.
Slinging some dick.
Yeah.
Cold shower.
Cold shower after slinging dick. You know what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah. Mel getting involved in that too.
In the cold shower, absolutely not. Oh, in the slinging dick. Don't start, dude. We just fucking started, man.
I know.
All right.
We just started.
Look, cold showers. Yeah. Well, okay, so fucking, if you guys have heard of Wim Hof, I'm sure you have. You know the breathing and the cold showers. All I know is it's created an incredible benefit for my life. That's one thing. What's another thing? Fucking, I'll tell you to do.
GST. GST is a big one.
That's a big one. I was a GST proselytizer. If you will. If something improves my life, I want to share it with others. So GST is one of those things that I was basically in search of something, and I wanted something that translated to all different sports. Just being an athlete.
Let's back it up.
That is
some people don't know what GST is.
I'm going to explain it. I was in search of something as far as getting stronger, and I said, what athletes are what form of athleticism is the most translatable to other disciplines, and that is gymnastics in my mind. That is the ultimate.
Zach said he's in the cold showers.
Fuck yeah, Zach! I knew you would be.
Wait.
Dobson isn't.
The other Zach wants to know why you have the real. No, we're gonna interrupt everything right now. This is actually a great fucking question from Zach. Why is there another Zach Lamb that is infringing upon our Zach Lamb? Do we need to know about some guy?
The real Zach Lamb.
Is there another Zach Lamb? Zach,
is that our topic of discussion?
Well, no,
we're gonna wait for him to respond.
Well, it was a little delay. But they said the YouTube link doesn't work too, but that's weird. I see the link right there.
It's on my phone.
Yeah. Here it is again, Dobbs. I don't know. So I know I'm interrupting you. Right, well, before we go to GST, I'd like to answer the question about Zach.
Okay, do it.
All right.
We'll sit here silently.
Silently. It's boring.
It's perfect.
No. No, we're not. Zach says no.
Nope.
No.
All right,
fine.
All right, anyways, gymnastic strength training is GST. Essentially, it was just it was something that I hadn't been exposed to before. The fact that you can improve your strength dramatically and your mobility through body weight only. all we had ever done was lift some fucking heavy weights, which trust me, I also love. But I love to lift some heavy-ass weights and chase that fucking pump dragon, baby. I love that. However, gymnastic strength training was just a different perspective on strength training and on human movement that I had never seen before, and the most translatable to different disciplines as well.
That's
so
what I interject.
Like a front lever, a single leg squat, like all this different shit. So like mobility wise, like if you're bench pressing and rowing, you're not improving your mobility. So you're essentially, and this is the way Christopher Summer puts it, the person who created GST or gymnastic bodies, you're effectively in a cast because you're not moving through your full range of motion. So that's a portion of your motion that's completely unused. So you're in a cast for that range.
That makes sense.
You're in your natural, your body creates that cast. So you have to break through that, and then you have strength from all different ranges of motion, which is intensely applicable to Jiu-Jitsu, I find.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is like
it's also pretty cool for party tricks. Fucking front,
handstands,
handstands, and human flags and shit like that. That's just cool shit.
Well, I'm gonna go back to like you're always weird to grapple on the mat. Even when you're younger, you had that weird like karate strength. But when we started doing that GST shit, man, my God, it's just the hit. I noticed I think most in your core and your hips.
Core.
Yeah, like it's just like you're just unmovable sometimes. Well, like unlike it's almost weird to describe unless you actually grapple guys. You're not gonna have that.
Core is like this buzzword that people use, but like it's
what's
really
gymnastics
true.
And why does it put a baby in a corner?
I don't know what that means.
Baby in a
Here,
corner.
wait. But doesn't Jiu-Jitsu? Owen's wife asked, "What's the pump dragon?" All right, let's Mike. You can't, guys. Going to you. How can you not see me? I see myself on YouTube. Mike says he can't see me. I think you got a problem with
Listen, go to YouTube, look up, what is it, TRITAC Academy?
Yeah, TRITAC Academy. You'll see us going live right now.
There's a
All
lot.
right, so
the
let's
pump
go
dragon. All right, you ever heard of the expression chasing the dragon? You know, like, for example, a drug addict. A drug addict gets that high, and then it's like the first time, and then they're chasing that dragon the rest of the time because it's never quite as good. That's not exactly translatable, but the pump dragon is we're chasing that dragon. The pump, when you lift weights, actually, fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger has an incredible video about this. That pump, when I'm in the gym, your muscles, it's like they got filled with air, and or whatever it is. Like it's like somebody blew air into them, and they just pump up, and you just feel like you're coming. It feels so fucking good. You feel like you're coming. So at home with the women, I'm coming. At the gym, I am coming. I'm coming all the time. It's great. He's my fucking idol, for the record.
Jesus.
But yeah, so the pump dragon, man.
Yeah.
You fucking.
I understand the pump dragon. Yeah.
Who doesn't love to lift some weights?
I used to remember. I still love the old JSA. You would have that. You know, we would be back in the fence area, but when the bath, no mirrors. When the bathroom, they have that one thing, and I'd always catch you. Oh, dude, Jesus. The pump.
Don't you love to flex after a good workout, man?
You know, I'll be honest. I don't.
You're not a pump dragon guy?
I flexed it a little bit. I tested it out a little bit. I don't.
Give it a little look-see. Give it a little gander.
Yeah, I was like, a little spicy right now. As far as I go.
Really?
But, you know,
I go as far as taking selfies in the gym mirror or in the bathroom mirror, but I don't show them to anybody.
Private collection.
All right.
All right. Let me tell some people to do some shit. For a second,
tell
so we got GST, which I think everybody should do.
Yeah.
We got lifting weights, chasing that pump dragon, which I also think everybody should do. It's the combination of both that is the ultimate.
How do you feel about yoga and supplementing?
Zach,
yoga is tremendous.
Zach said he'll jerk off to your selfies. not the real Zach Lamb.
Oh, a different
Zach.
Searle. Of course he will. Fuck yeah. He's the greatest hype man that ever lived.
It's funny.
All right, what the fuck was? Oh, yoga. Oh, absolutely. I respect yoga, and it's almost like GST is one path of that bodyweight movement, and yoga is another. Although it does tend to attract a lot of annoying white girls.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like these yogis.
Who do we have? We gotta watch out long with Santa call right now.
No, it's not.
I know.
It's
no,
about.
I shouldn't.
You know that classic fucking Whole Foods white girl yoga girl.
I have a yoga studio, right? Essentially. And
right.
I know, and
I'm not talking shit on white girls.
I don't want to go off on a yoga tangent, but like, is the yoga that's being taught now like a legitimate thing?
No, I think right now the yoga is different than what if you look at traditional yoga, what yoga is meant to be. What we do now is like karate for martial arts.
Just like anything else, you find the right teacher and you've got pure yoga.
I'm sure.
That's it.
I've not experienced that, right?
No.
What attracts me about yoga, GST, GMB, I'm really excited about what we're going to do in the morning, is we're going to move your body on its own. And that's what because it applies fucking everywhere. Everywhere. Like, you can't move. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so those two things: squats, cold showers, GST, GMB. Next topic.
All right, where are we going?
Tribal living, baby. Come on.
No? You want to hit that? You want to hit beta male? Jiu-Jitsu is the ultimate form of competition.
Modern male.
Yeah, modern male. I've been bitching a lot about him lately. Man.
Modern male.
Yeah. I swear to God, I think it started, I'll be honest with you, these little fucking teenagers coming who are just like entitled and
overblown ego.
Oh God! And just.
But okay, some of that is you have to be that at that age, right? Like you're trying.
That's a natural stage of development.
You're going way out of your fucking way.
When you're that age, you're trying to prove yourself to the tribe.
Right.
I get that, but there's also some checking involved, and
it has to be by the older males. You see this in the animal fucking kingdom too.
And so when you're in a martial arts class, I guess I don't remember them being. I don't know. When you're in a martial arts class, I check you. It's just a different attitude now that I've experienced before. Like if I check, if you're being one of my pet peeves is over talking in class. Right. So if I'm talking, sharing you some important information that's ultimately level you the fuck up, and I'm generally doing it because I love you and care about you and I want you to be better. And you're fucking over talking about me and making a joke or dancing and being a fucking retard.
Right.
And I've warned you about it multiple times, and you still do it.
That's just being a stupid.
That's just being a little fuck. But there's more of that.
That's not modern male. That's not how I'm seeing.
No. It started with me there.
It
started me there, and I started taking a bigger look, and looked at kind of like us as a society, man as a society. And I feel like I'm almost. The scary thought is I feel like I'm almost victim of it too. Is that we're so fucking comfortable. We're so fucking just, the ability to do what we're doing right now is an amazing fucking privilege. You know what I mean? Like that's not survival. That's just being cool.
Yeah.
We're removed from a lot of basic aspects of ourselves, like food.
All right. I don't know the chain of things you need to do to survive, but we're removed from the primal things. I feel like removed from the primal things. We have no connection to them, which subconsciously or eternally, fucks with us.
It causes mental illness. I think.
Right. Yeah, that's what point I'm making.
Yeah,
so that people are so comfortable right now is that it's almost like they need to reconnect with, and now they probably, I feel like it's probably more of a prevalent thing when you're past teens, past your 20s, in your 30s, maybe coming close to 40, when you start thinking like, man, what am I? What have I achieved? I'm halfway through. What have I achieved? What have I done myself? What is this thing? Maybe if you're not having that thoughts, then...
Well, one really important thing that I think our culture lacks is some sort of initiation ritual.
Mark asked to define modern male. Yes,
we'll probably modern male, like your average man.
That was probably a while ago when we started defining it. Yeah.
All right. Yes, a rite of passage into adulthood is absolutely missing.
Yeah.
But what should that be? I mean, certain cultures have you stick your hand in a glove full of bullet ants,
right?
And you have to
it's painful.
Show no you can't show that you're in pain, or like spirit vision quests and shit like that, which I think young men and women too are gonna typically do that anyway. It's just not going to be condoned by society, unfortunately.
So Israel. It's required. You spend how many years
to go to the military, but that's out of necessity. I think it's only a couple years. But
hold on. Let's preface. I'm gonna preface this statement right now by saying I am not discussing politics.
No, I'm not.
I'm talking on a rite passage. Is some sort of almost recommended or necessity training that enforces tribe, community,
yes, but not military.
Yeah.
Can we make it like where you take a year and you go and you do community service in some place across the country, and that way we're building up our country. I'm not against, obviously we're not going into this shit. Military's great, but I'm saying
I want to build up the person.
You shouldn't,
and you build up the person, whichever.
Well, yes, but at the same time, that person is adding value to society by being, 1 year of their life is devoted to whatever we choose. I mean, You start to encroach on people's freedoms at that point. I mean, you have the right to be a lazy piece of shit.
True.
I don't approve of it. I don't approve of it, but you have the right to do that.
I don't want to try to solve world problems.
No, we're not.
Right.
So,
well,
anyways, modern man is disconnected from himself. He's a bitch. He's disconnected from himself. He doesn't know what's going to make him happy. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. You know?
I think he's scared.
He's scared. Of course he's scared. He's starting to realize that he's going to die someday, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's done. This is it? Yeah. On repeat every week for the rest of my life? You only have a finite amount of weeks. That's fucking scary.
The fuck out of me.
So, like, are you doing something of value? Are you self-actualized? Are you being your best self? You know? That's what modern men, I think people are, they're escaping. I'm not against like video games or whatever, but they'll immerse themselves for 5-6 hours because, I'm not against video games. I played video games. So it's all good. But I'm just saying, like, intentionally play it. Don't escape. Whatever. Social media is another way to escape. You're just looking for that next dopamine hit from that like or that comment.
Pat talks about that past experiences when I'm trying to paraphrase this and I have no time, but that past experiences you're reliving them. When you think about, remember when we did this? You're trying to recover that high. That experience.
Recover that high.
And the more you talk about it, you're always thinking, it's a little bit, it's diminishing return like all highs, right? But it's like the solution to that is you have to create new experiences. You have to do new. You have to
create new experiences. Are just. And that actually kind of touches on another topic, which was the tribal lifestyle that I'm a huge fan of, obviously.
Why don't we...
I mean, it's almost the same topic. It's like that tribal living in a community that almost everyone who's here we love, and it's part of the tribe that we're about to talk about.
That's true, yeah. All right, let's go to tribe.
How important is it? It's super fucking important.
I think
I was so depressed in life until I found you guys.
You found your tribe. You didn't have one.
Yeah, I was just fucking wandering around lost. Until I met this dude named Gary.
Gary!
Who just like pulled
Gary was a possible topic of tonight.
Gary Worth. We're going to talk about Gary.
Worthless. I love Gary.
I love Gary.
Yeah, he found you in struggle.
He fucking introduced me to a way of life I didn't even know was out there.
Yeah.
Because most so disconnected. Like I never had a close bond to anyone I worked with in an office.
Right.
You're around those people because you have to be. Whereas we come together, we do something really fucking hard together. We beat the fuck out of each other.
We suffer together.
Together.
When we went, all right, I don't want to cut you off, but when we went to the Allagash, right, for my bachelor trip, and we all did that, and it was suffering. Right? Yeah. There was a lot of suffering involved. And at the end of it, like Ben, one of my best friends, I love that guy to death. Ben was like, man, thanks guys for like suffering together and everything. It's just the way he put it. It stuck with me. I was like, that's cool. Like. Just noting that as a thank you for suffering with me.
There's something you share that you just can't.
Dude,
you just can't.
When you suffer together with other people,
I don't know what it is.
There's a shared experience that you create that bond, and there's just no going back from that.
I think that's one of the biggest parts of Jiu-Jitsu is that fact that it's forced suffering and forced tribal interaction.
Yes.
Right?
That's that team. That team. That's the tribe.
Well, you're not just. Well, I'm not. Okay, I'm going to do Jiu-Jitsu. I'm not going to roll with you nonstop.
Right.
All fucking. I don't him.
You have
to
meet everyone.
And meet everybody and suffer with them.
Yeah.
And fight them. I always said best friends are the ones you fight because there's something to be learned and known about a man when you fight them.
Also, I think most men are really hung up on that like pecking order and that sort of this pent up aggression that I see inside men that don't train or don't do anything of that nature. It's in there and I can sense it. And they're always trying to swing their dick around. I don't know how dudes are trying to swing their 3 inches around because they don't have a pecking order in place, They don't get that aggression out on the mat or in the cage or wherever the fuck it may be, Get that out. Get the monkey side out so you can just be cool. Like, some of the best conversations I've ever had and the best bonding experiences I've ever had have been with dudes.
So this is a great.
I've been with dudes after I trained with them. Train, you roll hard as fuck, and then you go have an awesome conversation. You crack a beer, and it's great.
Right.
So I want to comment on that in a second. Mark says, "Sounds like a religion."
See, this is one thing I think about when we're working on our marketing, is that sometimes it gets a little too cultish, right?
Interesting. Sounds like a religion.
Because you can get into that realm when you're talking about these things.
Yeah, we're going to help your life. It's the same thing. I mean, it's
you can liken a lot of things to sounding like a cult.
So hold on. So I've been thinking about this, right? And because it's funny, so next I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because what we're doing is we're shifting, right?
Right.
That are building a network of people that are powerful and that can help other people, right? And I guess religion at its core, what do they want to do? They want to help other people be better people.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not trying to tell you. We are not trying to tell you what to worship. We're not forcing you down a path, right? We're giving you a framework to be your own path, right? And not to make the mistakes that we've made in going through those paths, right? And so I think that's kind of difference. It's like I don't want to force you to be. The only reason you should do what we do, whether it be Jiu-Jitsu, TRITAC, weekend warrior, any fucking shit that we're involved in. The only reason you should be in this call is that you probably, or video, whatever the fuck it is, like, is you're like into this shit. This makes sense to you. This works to you. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not saying all Jiu-Jitsu is a cult. Fine, we call it a
I mean,
call it a cult. It's a brotherhood. It's a cult. Right. It's a family. It's a tribe. Yeah.
The thing about a cult is you can't leave a cult.
Right.
So
can't leave a cult.
You can leave Jiu-Jitsu.
You want mind controlling a cult.
Right.
And you know what? To be honest with you, I bet there are aspects of martial arts, Jiu-Jitsu, that community that are religious in nature.
I'm gonna say one thing right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say what we do is a cult and all the negative shit about it, right? So I just saw Big Greg jumped on right now. I haven't seen Big Greg personally, about a year plus, right? He's trained at the old JSA for years. The first at the old Kyokushin school he walked in, right? Mm-hmm. Came to the old JSA training, got married, had a baby, taught Muay Thai for a while. Like Big Greg was a big part of the fucking cult, right? If you want to call it the religion. But now he's I haven't seen him in a year and a half. Now he's gone for a year and a half, and he just started Jiu-Jitsu today. From talking about and engaging with us right now. Like, would you as a cult member do that? Would you re-engage your cult?
Wouldn't. Right.
Like, if you leave the tribe or leave the cult, and like Nate, you were gone for a year, right? When you came back, what was it like? It was like, fuck, man, come on, what's up, brother? Yeah. Give me a hug.
Anything that affects people's lives positively that they want to share with other people, you could liken to a cult. People call CrossFitters cultish, and it does become cultish. But you know what? CrossFit has helped a lot of people's lives.
True.
Right. I mean, that was one of my first introductions to different types of fitness, other than just straight up lifting, like Gold's Gym lifting type shit. You know, and then CrossFit. So it's like. Yeah, people call it a cult because those people are all like super excited to share their shit with the shit that's changed their lives positively with other people. Yeah. And Jiu-Jitsu is and tribal lifestyle that we're discussing is a framework for living a good life. Yeah. And it's not like we're telling you how to live. We're saying like, look, this works for us, man. Yeah. I'm just saying, give it a shot.
These are the rules that work for us. It's not just one person.
No,
it's a group.
Have you ever? Right. Has there ever been a person that has been like, man, I'm a reformed jiu-jitsu guy. Like, jiu-jitsu was bad for my life, and I had to get away from it, you know? Yeah. Has there ever been a person in history that said something like that? No. No.
That's funny.
Because that's just impossible. Jiu-jitsu is always a positive thing.
Right.
So it is in some sense a religion, but it's the positive aspects of a religion.
So let me say one thing.
We're also not telling you the nature of reality or purporting to know that.
A team, certain teams can be considered cults.
Yeah.
So those are the Jiu-Jitsu teams.
It's like Christianity versus Judaism. Yes. It's like, Soul Fighters versus Atos. Like that type of shit.
What I liked about what we always had as Soul Fighters, we've always done it at our place, that we don't give a fuck. Come in from wherever. You want to train in both schools and train with us? Hey, you know what? When you compete, throw an extra patch on you. Cool. Like, seriously? Don't give a fuck.
It's all about the progression of the art. We were actually having this discussion in the locker room the other day, talking about how, like, a few decades ago, like nobody would share techniques. Right. I think the internet was a big part of that. You put your video out on the internet. Danaher, created this system that his students used to great success, obviously, stellar success, and now he's putting it out there for the world. Yeah. You know, it's just we are sharing these techniques at a massive rate. It's progressing the art. You know, you're looking beyond yourself. You could say, this is working for me. I don't want to share it with anybody because I don't want them to know how to stop it. Or you could say, look, the art of jiu-jitsu as a whole is going to progress if I share this with the world.
Remember what Shion wrestling there? He would be like, I'm giving you all my knowledge, everything I have. Right? The whole idea is to make you better than me, so that we, as a human,
that our community progresses.
Community and what we do, and that to me was a profound profound statement stuck with me from life.
And then you have to have a teacher that has that the no ego sort of mindset that really truly wants you to be better than them.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, every generation is going to be watered down from the generation before it. Like because you're only showing them maybe 90% of your stuff. You don't want them to beat you.
It's not fully edging.
It is edging. It's not shooting.
Well, yeah, I was trying to relate to edging.
I don't know. It didn't work. Didn't work.
I have a question for you guys, though. Is that a part of becoming a black belt? Is you have to show that you're
in my opinion,
than your teacher?
Oh. No, I didn't know what you were going to say.
No,
I don't think so.
Not a teacher.
Not
but I think where he was... Go finish what... Go ahead. I want you to say what you were going to say.
You got to actualize yourself, your own path.
I see.
You know? That's all I was...
I think that part of being a black belt is that you have so much...
You lose your ego.
Yeah, that was the
idea.
Was like it's humility, but you
no longer give a shit.
Yeah, I was just, you don't fucking.
You just don't care anymore. Right. You literally are just there to get better, and that for me was one of the most
best things
relieving things. It was the best thing ever. You're just there to get better.
Shedding a weight.
You don't fucking care anymore. You're just like, I'm just here to get better. It's my jujitsu, progressing my jujitsu. You know,
it's funny. You just don't care who taps you, does what anymore.
Right.
It just doesn't fucking matter.
Not that you're excited about getting tapped or anything. Right. You're not trying to get tapped.
What I'm trying to say is it goes back to the growth mindset.
Yes.
You're all
every tap is a growth.
Right. It's not. That's what I'm trying to say. And Gary Tony made a comment recently.
Yes.
If I'm not getting tapped
like 4 or 5 times in an hour session, then he's like, "What am I doing?"
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I read that. That stuck with me, man. I was like, "Fuck, Gary Tonin's doing that, man." And you think his teammates are like, "Bro, I tapped Gary today." You think they're doing that? No, because you know what? He's training with high-level people who have that same mindset, who don't give a fuck. If you're sitting there talking, "Yo, I tapped fucking so-and-so today, man." That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. I don't know. I'm not here for that.
I just want to create I like what I love about my vision for what it is that the KJ says. Create an environment where it's just people just fucking excelling and pushing together like to raise everybody's like. I want to become a ideal vision of that place. 5 years it becomes like the ultimate fucking kick-ass MMA, grappling, jiu-jitsu, this mecca of just talented individuals coming through, hanging out, and just fucking going for it, you know? And that's what I want. But all the idea of just progression, you know?
Progression.
I gotta jump on the mat next week. I'm back on the mat.
I'm excited for you. You were on the mat today, but we were laughing because you were in your gi. You're like step 1 just to be on the mat in my gi, but you didn't roll.
Well, here's what. No, Scott, it's fucking funny as hell. Is that I'll answer because it pissed me off. Not pissed me off because I actually got I sales. I sold those 2 new kids, right?
Good.
So I wasn't expecting to walk in. My intention was I was gonna go there, and then I was like, and this fucking bend, but it's fine.
Your wrist hurts.
I rolled yesterday. I did 3 rolls yesterday. I felt good. And I was gonna roll again today. And long story short, I spent some time with those guys, and they were actually really engaged. They were hungry for it, really excited. When you have new students who are really excited, for jiu-jitsu, for learning, it makes you at least me
makes you excited.
Let's go do more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. All right, let's
give
us another topic.
Let's I really want to go into.
Have you been injured? Really, Zach Lamb asks. I've been injured.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Who hasn't? Anybody who trains hard enough has been injured at some point.
Oh, I think me right now, Zach. No, I've been no, I don't know. Well, I've been
injured by running a business.
I've been dealing injured running a business, and then and body not being old and not taking care of myself probably the way I should be.
GST.
GST. There's a lot of shit that
Oz tells people to do shit. GST.
I'm trying to get back to. I have a lot of vision goals for myself, but
all right.
Yes,
it's time. Let's go next topic.
I really want to talk about this one. Jiu-Jitsu as the ultimate form of competition for humans versus MMA.
Yes.
That's a good one.
I really like to describe Jiu-Jitsu as the ultimate form of physical chess, the ultimate physical form of competition between humans, because it seems to me, when I'm watching a good Jiu-Jitsu match, it's like this high-level chess match, but with so many more degrees of freedom than chess could ever have. It's limitless. People liken it to chess. It's chess times to the 10th fucking power, you know? So when you introduce... All right, when you get to MMA territory, And obviously, like, you could easily make the case that MMA is the most primal and, whatever essential form of human interaction other than fucking. You make fuck and you make fight.
Fuck and fight.
But Jiu-Jitsu adds this extra creative element, this extra beautiful element. Yeah. Not that MMA can't be beautiful, because it absolutely can. Former MMA fighter here, I fucking loved it to my core.
I
but
get hard when I watch
Jiu-Jitsu, I mean, I think all those pure martial arts geeks love Jiu-Jitsu more than almost anything.
What was that?
Big black MMA fight, I get
Jesus.
What was that?
Too far.
What was that match we watched the other day that people are calling like the best?
A Jiu-Jitsu match?
Oh, it was it was Wilson Rice versus
Wilson Hayes?
Yes,
So when
whatever. That
was beautiful.
That was no-gi.
It's beauty. It's creativity.
Right.
And I love, like, the Meow Brothers. I've heard, interviews and seen some interviews of them talking about, like, when I step on the mat, it's like, I don't remember word for word, but when I step on the mat, it's not personal. It's just my jiu-jitsu versus their jiu-jitsu. And to me, I like to look at competition like that. It's like my best expression of my jiu-jitsu. It's like, what is the best painting a fucking painter could paint this day? That is my best expression of jiu-jitsu in this moment in time versus your best painting that you could fucking paint with your jiu-jitsu in this moment in time, and put those two things against each other and see what happens. The fight itself is a painting. It's like that's what's so cool about sports like that, like combat sports. Is like we are creating a work of art together by trying to overcome each other. Isn't that fucking beautiful?
Yeah, it is.
It's just, to me, there's just nothing more beautiful and primal than that.
Drop some knowledge.
Ooh, yeah. I hope you guys are taking notes. Notes in the comments. No, but seriously, so when you add this element of puncher's chance, sort of just dudes that like to they're not even martial artists at that point a lot of times. They're just some dudes that come to mind that are just like, I just like to come out and fucking knock motherfuckers out. And that's cool too. There's something cool about that. But
it's not
the same thing. We're talking about creating a work of art.
Yes.
Versus just knocking this motherfucker out,
I completely agree with you. I guess I've been shying away from gi for 2 reasons, just gripping and all that type of shit. Yeah. And 2, lack of movement and limited creativity.
I love no-gi. And let's talk no-gi versus gi.
That would be a great topic.
It's funny, right? How many years was I sucking the gi's dick? And I told you had to train in the gi.
I know.
How many years? Now it's almost we've like.
Yeah. That was one of the weirdest things for me when I came back. Was like everything was no gi. And I was like, what caused that fucking switch to happen?
Well, a little bit was, for me, I'll tell you my switch. Let's get more involved in the combatives overall. When we started doing the TRITAC martial art, we started looking at it and looking at it as a system that just works. The gi just didn't make sense. It was cool, but I was trying to combine Kobukai Jitsu with, and it just didn't work, right?
Right.
Now bringing back Kobukai Jitsu was the ultimate freeing thing of that, but. To me, that was it. Then when I started doing that, I started programming the charts, thinking about Leglocks and all the shit we did before. I'm like, this shit is cool than Kenny and you.
Dude, first of all, just the fact that...
I love Leglocks is what changed.
Leglocks, but also just the idea of grappling. And we've talked about this before, like, how, like, that wrestling... fucking grappling, Jiu-Jitsu, I feel like a lot of BJJ guys get pigeonholed into this one little community of grappling. Grappling is this whole wide world, man. Catch wrestling. There's a lot of guys, there's some guys that embrace that. Mike Palladino is one of them. Kirikorp, Julian Papazian, and the other side of Connecticut, wherever the fuck. Vlad. There's all these different forms of grappling, right? Like, I like people that... Kip and Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny.
Kip and Kenny, they're embracing Bachman, absolutely. So all these people that are embracing, I know. All these people that are embracing all these different styles of grappling, like, why are we pigeonholed into this one rule set? There's so much more to grappling than just gi BJJ. I don't like to suck just the dick of BJJ.
That's what you, Kenny, all the people you just mentioned. We've done so much more than just BJJ. Just because we have a BJJ black belt doesn't mean all we do is BJJ.
Now, don't get me wrong. BJJ has proven itself to be one of the most scientific approaches to grappling that has excelled from all the rest. Truly. Wrestling as well, but yeah.
That blows my mind, by the way.
Yeah, it's like these dudes fucking took grappling and they just they dug and they dug deeper and deeper, you know? Maybe it was the method.
I think it's still going deeper. Like,
it's not done. It's not done.
You just said earlier, Danaher.
Right. It's not over.
You just said the same thing.
This is my problem with boxing. Boxing, it's over, man. you know what works. Like it's over. Jiu-Jitsu is constantly evolving because there's just more degrees of freedom. Nothing against boxing. I love a beautiful Floyd Mayweather just boom, boom, boom. Or Lomachenko, man. You kidding me, bro?
Horny.
Fucking kidding me?
Well, it's funny you say that because I don't necessarily get bored by the striking aspects of things, but it's not as sexy to me. It's not as interactive. It's not as creative. It's like having a first-person shooter game versus having an open world, whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu's limitless.
That happens to include a first-person shooter within it. You know what I mean?
Jiu-Jitsu's limitless. And one could argue that MMA has...
That's a good analogy right there. Come on.
No, it is. And like the fact that this open world, and I was just thinking while you were saying that, Jiu-Jitsu is limitless.
Yeah,
it's almost like... Yeah. Yes, there's only so many ways you can move your body, but there's just unlimited ways to combine those movements.
What about the jiu-jitsu coach got all mad and tossed a chair and then punched the white belt?
What? No, that dude was a douchebag.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Real Zach is MMA. It's MMA for girls. Jiu-jitsu is for pussies who don't want to get hit. Let me see how limited this is.
Some opinions around this topic.
Yeah.
Interesting. Crushing your hips effortedly while passing your guard.
Who said that? What the fuck, bro? You went from hype man to fucking
like a passing
real fast.
Yo, though Oz is guard,
He's just mad I didn't show him my dick.
Yeah.
All right, can I ask you guys a question that I've been pondering for a while? Maybe it's a stupid question, but what is the difference between a BJJ black belt and the Kobukai black belt?
That's a good question. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. Here's my approach. They both have unique values and techniques and concepts, all that shit. And there's value in both of them. The value of each of them is equal. Let's put it that way. That when it comes to techniques, when it comes to the concepts involved, when it comes to all that shit. The real true difference is in the way BJJ is applied compared to the way that, let's say, Japanese Jiu-Jitsu as a whole is applied. Now, Kobukai Jiu-Jitsu was a good difference at bridging the gap. What I mean by that is that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is focused on almost from the first class, you're rolling.
Right.
And you're instantly fighting and doing things like that. While sometimes Japanese Jiu-Jitsu schools, for instance, we're talking to Britt out in North Carolina right now. We have a Japanese Jiu-Jitsu woman, small circle Jiu-Jitsu, she has a school, but has never rolled in her life.
Really?
So that's a big difference, right? So, and I always reference a story. So my favorite stories I've found is Sensei Kenny Catrona's black belt test, right? And one of Juggler's black belts came down. Like Juggler promoted black belt. I forget his name, but he was warming up and doing beautiful technique. I mean, his throws and everything looked fucking crisp and shit as shit, right? Now, Kenny now went through a 2-hour test. Come time to roll and fight, right? Earn your shit. You're dead. You've gone through all the techniques. You've proven that you know your fucking shit. Now it's fucking
time to
now
get into
man
combat.
to fuck up. So right? So Kenny's dead. Now fights this fucking guy, and Kenny made him look like a bitch in 2 seconds
after going through that test.
And I was like, "What just happened? This guy is good." No, he's good at he knows all techniques of the brush stroke. But he doesn't know how to put it together in the painting. Come on, give me a high five on that shit.
That's fucking high five material right there. It's right. It's not. You never actually painted. You learned the strokes.
Right.
But you've never painted. Right. If you're not rolling, you're not painting.
Dude, we are on some shit right here.
T-shirt.
If you're not rolling, not painting.
That's nonsensical. Out of the context of this conversation.
With all the leg lock, Mike, of course. Now, Nate. Mike H, Chill Mike, as we call him.
What's up, Mike?
Says all the info on Leglocks. Of course, he has a comment on Leglocks.
He's a fucking Leglock monster.
Put out there recently. Will the trend continue, or the info out there up the defense to make people evolve into another trend of what would the new trend possibly be?
So Leglocks are an entire area of jiu-jitsu or of grappling that have been not that explored by the overall jiu-jitsu community, which is the dominant community of grappling, the BJJ community. I'm talking jiu-jitsu. So I'm saying the BJJ community is the dominant community in grappling in this day and age. And they have not until recently, started really, truly exploring the leg lock world, which is an entirely different world, really. Right. If you think about it, like Danaher explains it really well on the Rogan podcast, actually. He's like, there's a system in jiu-jitsu. It's takedown, pass, control, this series of controlling positions, right? You take them down, you pass their guard, knee on belly, mount, back control, submission. Those are all the series of positions that you're going through, right? To dominate this human being. Leg locks don't fit into that system. So it's just been a non-explored area for so long that now we're taking the scientific approach of jiu-jitsu, BJJ, which is the dominant approach.
Yes.
Right? So we're taking that approach and now we're applying it to leg locks over the past, say, decade. And now leg locks are going to be, you're going to dig just as deep with leg locks as you did with the rest of jiu-jitsu.
We've been ignoring this part about it for so long, besides the takedown or passing.
Right.
And now it's, what the world opens up to be. I think these things.
Wrist locks? Yeah, absolutely.
There's
room there.
I think there's room in the Aiki components on the. Kenny, Ben, dude, the reason this fucking hurts right now is from Ben weird shit, right? And it's like it's fucked up. There's something there.
Absolutely. But are they ever going to be as effective as leg locks? No, because you can't control an arm and a wrist as well as you can control
because the leg, the hips could lock into the leg.
Right. And I think it's going to be this natural. So it's this almost this natural evolution. Like leg locks are effective because they're effective, because you can control. Like they're effective and they're used this way because they are so fucking effective.
So I guess the question that maybe that Mike was ultimately asking: is there ever an end to what we can do in the grappling arts overall? You put all that shit together, will it come to a natural stopping point? We have now figured everything out. Right. All the shit has been done. YouTube has it all.
And it's so hard to say because there actually is a limit. It seems limitless to us, but there is a limit on the amount of ways you can move yourself.
If Evan Monikowski was on this call right now, he could fucking drop a math equation.
Mathematics!
Oh, we need it.
Yeah, we do need it. No, but seriously,
but there are limitations in all arts, though, right?
Right.
So, in music, you get 12 notes. In, I guess, painting, you get like a certain color
amount of color palette
so
and brush strokes.
In martial arts, you can only move
the body is finite amount of ways.
Now maybe it's 200 years from now that we dig to the fucking very last spot.
Do you think the Chinese had it figured out years ago?
See, that's the thing. Did they already figure it out? Are we rediscovering?
Then it got watered down.
Are we rediscovering shit? Maybe that's the cycle. Maybe it's a fucking wave like that. Shit. I never even thought of it like that.
All right, we got
saying some shit.
Let's go 5 minutes left, right? Let's go
5 minutes left.
5 minutes?
We're gonna go to
what
9
do you mean?
Over to 9.
Let's go till 9:20, 9:30.
Let's
keep going.
We got more topics.
How many people we have?
Right
Not
now,
that many.
we only got 4. Dobbs is back. He left us for a while.
There are 6 on YouTube.
Oh yeah, 6 on YouTube.
So 10 total.
We're good.
We're fine.
All right. Okay.
If you guys get bored, let us know.
Whatever. I'll talk if you're not listening. I don't fucking care. I'll talk anyway.
Oz is gonna talk.
I'm gonna talk. You just better listen.
Other comments on YouTube? Oh, Mark says YouTube looks better.
Yeah, YouTube.
Okay. Chris Brown, what's up, Chris?
Says hi. Chris Brown?
I don't know. These guys, YouTube guys, and this guy. Is this a fight?
It is
not the one that punched Rihanna in the face.
He is.
Chris Brown.
Different Chris Brown. But...
No, I think it's the same one.
Well, same guy.
He's coming here to figure out how to adjust his punch. Nate doesn't have good technique.
No, he doesn't.
What's up, bro?
What we got for our next topic? What's the next topic?
Geez, you guys want to touch on Devil's Lettuce? We want to go there?
Whoa, let's go Devil's Lettuce. All right.
Yeah. Perfect time to go Devil's Lettuce.
Right. You and me.
You go ahead. Go ahead.
We smoke every day.
We smoke weed
every day.
Yeah,
like to smoke weed.
It's a ritual.
I'm sorry.
I like it too.
I'm not gonna lie. So
humans are ritualistic.
Let me break down my experience with weed. I'm gonna go through my little quick story about it. Right. First got weed 16. Smoked for a few years. I liked the response. I got very creative off response. I noticed that right off the bat. My ex-wife had a huge
She
problem
didn't like it
when I dated her in high school. And in fact, it was one of the reasons we broke up in high school. So that was about 18, 19, I broke up with her. We got back together 25, when I was 20, no, not 25, got 21, 20-ish, 21-ish. Didn't smoke weed until probably 38, 37, 38, right? And then, since then, have been a daily,
daily
devil's lettuce.
And you feel like it's made a positive impact on your life.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Now, I've talked to both of you about this before multiple times. I feel, I don't know if it's a weird effect, but I feel very extremely creative, productive. I program well. I design well. I get things done. Yeah. It's a very weird experience for me, and it's always been that way. In fact, my first website I ever created was when I was hot. I had a notebook, so I used to go. I was working the Brickyard in Hartford. I had to open up my bar. I would get there around 8 o'clock at night. It wouldn't be open yet, so I started setting my bar, taking about half an hour, and then the rush would typically start around 9:30. So I had about an hour to kill, and normally
smoke some weed.
My buddy now would smoke some weed, and get ready for rush. So I would write notes like a motherfucker. And I had this green notebook. Yeah. And I don't know where it is. I guarantee I still have it. But that was my start to almost all of this. Right. It came from the vision, the creativity of weed. So
do you think we have this like symbiotic relationship with that plant? Like, why does that fucking particular plant make us?
Why do we have cannabinoid receptors in our brain?
Why?
I don't know, man. All I can speak to the fact is that I don't believe I abuse weed. Because I don't think it's a.
Yeah. You can abuse it.
You could abuse weed.
It's easily abusable.
Yes. Like any drug. Anything that's.
Anything food, like sugar. Anything pleasurable can be abused.
I believe I smoke very strategic times. It doesn't mean I smoke it all fucking day.
Right.
I smoke at strategic times during the day.
That's the thing.
When I want a certain, result. You know what I mean?
Now, I do have a big part of me that is a big fan of like embracing sober consciousness and being comfortable in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not feeling like you need to smoke to feel good or comfortable. Like embracing that sober consciousness to me is important. However, having that tool to use, it's either it uses you as a tool, either you're the tool or it's the tool.
Right. Yeah.
Now, having that tool to use, I think, is so valuable if you can control it.
Yeah.
Because it is a demon that you could tangle with. You know, people choose to
yeah.
tangle with particular demons, right? And they choose the wrong one, and that demon gets the better of them sometimes.
I've always, you guys know me. I have a hard line on I don't call weed a drug, but like beyond that, I don't do shit. I won't do shit. You know what I mean? There's that hard line there.
Sure.
But I think that so it's like it's different for Because weed to me,
I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm just saying in general.
I'm talking devil's lettuce, and my point is I'm trying to say, why not smoke some weed every now and then?
Right.
If you like it, if it benefits your life, like if you look at your life, if you feel a net positive effect from weed, then fucking do it. And that's been my thought on the matter for a long time.
Live on YouTube, huh? Well, fuck it.
We talk about it, dude.
Who cares, man?
All right, so let me ask.
Like, look, it's about to be legal, man. It's like talking about drinking a glass of fucking wine.
Let me ask you guys something.
There's a stigma, but
I don't like to be stoned for class. In fact, I don't do it at all because I can't learn.
Nope.
You guys are masters of your craft. Do you like to roll high?
Sundays. Yes.
He likes to roll high on Sundays. I don't particularly enjoy rolling high, it's not that I don't enjoy it. I don't like to roll high depending on the type of class. So I have rolled high. I get very zoned in, right? So I'd prefer to roll like flowy with like not like hard rolls against other black belts, right? So if I'm rolling hard against other black belts, I don't want to be high. Or in like a hard competition class, I don't want to be high. Black and brown belts, you're fucking going at it. If I'm going against people that, and honestly, there's a large discrepancy in our skill level, and I don't care what happens, then I could roll high and it's fun, it's flowy, it's creative.
That's
again the idea, like the creative, the new thoughts that you didn't have before. Like,
I'm just curious because, like, as a musician, something I have a high level of skill in, I love to play high.
Yeah,
most musicians do. I mean,
right, because you can zone in, right, and you don't have to worry about another human's energy oppressing your energy, because that's what Jiu-Jitsu is, right? It's our energies interacting. And so if my energy is this passive sort of too creative, too passive, no aggression, which can happen with the devil's lettuce, as they say, then another human's energy is going to oppress that, and encroach on that.
Okay, let's break it up. Okay,
let's break it up. Hey, YouTube.
Derek says edibles.
Derek-y.
Derek,
Derek Hunt.
I love edibles. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
What? Same conversation. Edibles are edibles. Same conversation.
Mark says this goes back to being self-actualization.
Okay.
Yep.
How explain that?
I don't know. Yeah, Mark, explain that. Yeah. To smoke weed well. Hold on. He says to smoke weed well and do it right. You should be self-actually. Okay.
Yes, you're right. 100%. 100%. That's a great point.
Mike says, where do you think you would be in your martial arts journey if you never smoked weed? Same place.
Yeah, same place.
No different.
I don't think it changed the direction of my martial arts journey. I mean, I think I've had some great roles and ideas while...
The real Zach Lamb says goodnight is late for him. It's 9 o'clock.
Good night, buddy. Thanks for joining us. FYI, Cody Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw 2 is on tonight, so...
Hey, Zach, send me a message. Let's,
come to the fucking Cage JSA.
I have some ideas for you, bro. Send me a message. Let's talk. I love you.
Good night, baby.
Great job tonight. Thanks, Derek. Are we done?
No.
They're deciding that we're done.
They're deciding, no, you're done. You've had enough topics.
The answer is no.
The answer is no, we're not done. Yes. You can leave if you choose, but you'll be missing the fuck out.
I want to pay attention to fucking YouTube. Maybe they're more interactive.
Yeah, fuck people that go to bed at 9 p.m.
Let's
just go ahead and say that. It's 9:03.
Hey, YouTube. What's up?
That's like, I go to bed at 9 p.m.
I do.
Well, fuck you.
I do sometimes, absolutely.
No, no, it's been a long-ass time since I got to bed at 9 p.m.
But DJ is up in a bit. Oh, yeah, I know. I want to watch the fights, too.
No, that's fine.
We actually are...
Wait, Demetrius Johnson's fighting tonight? Shit.
Yeah, so we're
actually... it's not even 10. The main card starts at 10. Okay. So, we can go another 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Let's do another 15 minutes.
PDMs are over. Okay. All right. Yeah, so what's one other topic? What we got?
The state of modern MMA. Let's fucking
state of modern MMA.
Let's close it out right
with
here.
That.
Yeah. And then okay, so yeah, we're going to watch the live event. Everybody.
Yeah.
The OK Gage JSA. Mm-hmm. We should probably continue this live there.
No.
But
we won't.
Too much will be said. Too much.
No.
They got it. That's private.
That's private. That's Patreon private.
That's weird.
That's $100 a month private.
That's patriarchy private.
Patriarchy. Okay. All right, so let's talk about
Inger never showed up in his call. Fuck, I'm so disappointed.
Inger said she would. So many people said they would and didn't. Why do people say they're going to do something and don't do it?
They want to support the team.
I know.
That's all right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right. State of modern MMA. Let's talk about
it. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, yes.
What the fuck?
Derek, hold on. Yes, and once we close out this call, we're all going to the Cage JSA.
Join us,
brother.
Join us.
Moreno's opening at 9:30, so someone will be there at 9:30. Our objective is to get there before 10 to watch the fights. Okay, cool. Last topic, state of modern MMA. Let's you kick that one off. Go.
Go. I think MMA, if you look at, like, say, football over the past 50 years, it's a different fucking sport than it was 50 years ago, right? Or however long it's been around. I'm not a big ball sports guy.
Ball sports.
Ball sports.
Fuck ball sports.
But look at MMA now compared to when MMA started. And we're in a unique position because we've seen MMA from its very inception, other than pancration fucking hundreds and hundreds, thousands of years ago, whatever. We are seeing MMA from its inception till now, and it is a rapidly evolving sport. And it's coming same sort of deal as Jiu-Jitsu. It's like it's rapidly evolving, and there will come a time when it reaches that sort of that plateau, and it's not there yet. Like so we're seeing athletes now enter this sport. We saw martial artists. Now we're seeing the amalgamation of athletes and martial arts together.
What word was that?
That's interesting.
Amalgamation.
You're too educated. Cut this shit out.
Cut that. Yo, you're using too many big words, and I'm going to take them as disrespect.
I don't know if you know, dude, but this guy a doctor.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck all that. Look, we're seeing now athletes. Now that money...
Yo.
Carbs.
No.
What?
Look at sex with shoulders.
Good. Dave Glick.
I say Glusick.
No. Look,
if Dave, oh my God, he loves you. I love that kid.
Can we talk about something that I'm trying to talk about right now?
Dave's a good guy.
Don't get weird.
Matt's a little jealous. Okay?
He's a little jealous of our friendship. Jealous. You know what? I'm excited about the fact.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. I was jealous when you guys started up. Yeah. Now you get
shared workspace.
Shared workspace. I got in there.
You
and
can
I was
always fire
I'm
Dave,
here.
and then you're fucked though, unless you.
Ooh, that's true.
I might fire him in spite.
I can't fire you.
I might fire him in spite.
Fire him like fire
just to spite you. Get you back.
That's some shit that
for having a friend.
That's how you attract MILFs.
Firing people that encroach upon your friendship.
Yes.
All right, look.
All right.
We're the second that money came into MMA, due to Dana White's egghead and the fucking UFC. Now we see good athletes, the best athletes among us, getting into MMA. Because you know what? Where the money is, the best athletes will go. Like if you're an incredible super athlete. Ooh, that's a tough question. Are we allowed to say women?
Misha Tate, I used to love her. Ronda Rousey had a fat ass too.
Yeah.
I never found her that attractive other than at weigh-ins.
Misha Tate, I think
I'm going with Ronda Rousey.
Oh no! Oh, Gina.
Well, yeah, Gina Carano started it all. The people say Ronda Rousey started women's MMA for real. Gina Carano got people interested in women's MMA because she was beautiful and a fucking beast of a fighter.
Yeah, she's cool.
But look, we're seeing incredible athletes now. I think the state of modern MMA is better than it's ever been before. These dudes are miles beyond anything we've ever seen before. These guys cannot compete. Which makes Vitor Belfort that much more fucking impressive. Like, he's still hanging around, man. He's still hanging around. And yes, it's through massive TRT use and all that shit, but fuck it, dude. No, he's still around, man.
Okay, you know as well as I do. You take as much TRT as you want. If you don't have the skill
if you're not
to back it up,
dude, then you're not going to be competing at that level.
So he is competing at that level.
So yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
These dudes are better than we've ever seen before.
He's my age and whipping the fucking shit out of people.
The level is high and it's only getting higher.
Sydney says, she said, "Can you go for 15 more minutes?" And they said yes. With Cindy, who is she?
Who's Cindy?
Cindy Clegg. Okay, all right. I'll be honest, I miss the guys I trained with at fucking New York. All the guys used to go up to. Mike came down last weekend.
Cheer Mill.
Sydney is a dead ringer for Anderson Silva. It's insane. Someone asked me, "Was that Anderson Silva?" I'm like, that's funny. I do the same thing when I first met him. He's a guy.
Cindy's a dude?
Yeah. And he's I fucking love the guy. Really cool guy.
Oh yeah, I fucking met him last weekend. Yeah, what's up, man? You're awesome.
That's an unusual name, but cool, man.
No, awesome. He's an awesome
as
dude.
is mine.
Yeah. So he's watching. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
So Sydney trained the defense side back in the day. TRITAC with Mike and John. Unfortunately, that fucking place closed.
Was Cindy there at your last workshop?
Yeah.
Because people were sitting on the side after BJJ. They were like, "That's fucking Anderson Silva right there."
That's Cindy.
They were saying that.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Cindy. That's funny, man. Yeah, you
so
really
cool.
do look like Anderson Silva. That's funny. Wow.
Yeah, it's cool.
Anderson Silva is a great fucking person to talk about here when we're talking about the state of MMA and beauty. I mean, I talk about beautiful jiu-jitsu, but that's beauty in MMA right there, man. That's beauty.
So there's two, I think. Okay, Lomachenko and Anderson in his heyday, they were able to make striking look to me like you see in the movies.
Yes,
it was just beautiful art. It's like it was the true art.
People gravitate towards just like the highest level of something.
Yeah.
You want to see the best musician, controlling these fucking these instruments. Like somebody who can control their body to such a degree to where they can look beautiful while destroying another high level athlete. I mean, fuck, dude. When he destroyed Chris Lieben or when he destroyed Rich Franklin or Forrest Griffin, dude, Matrix just boom, 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 letting somebody hit them. And hit you and roll with it just enough to just take the edge off just a little bit. Like you're so fine tuned that you can do that. You know?
That's a insane skill.
That's another fucking level.
I only got that after he lost. Really, I thought when I first saw you, man, I was like, man, I've been watching MMA forever, but yeah, that's fucking.
Yeah, man, but that guy exemplified like true beauty in the sport of just beauty in movement, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can see that in any it's just humans expressing themselves to a high degree.
I always thought those YouTube, the Facebook videos of like humans are awesome or people are awesome.
Yeah.
Is that people do crazy shit.
Fucking
A,
That's why I like GST because human movement, right? Just humans expressing themselves on a high level way. Like those dudes that can just do anything on a bar.
Right.
fuck,
Yeah.
man.
And
That's
so
so
cool.
cool.
And very acrobatic, like even like breakdance, acrobatic
shit,
dance.
too.
Yes.
But then it's funny, like I like the gymnastic stuff, like how they're able to do all that crazy shit. When they're doing like a high level dance with very like gymnastic based dance, and
it's beautiful,
crazy fluid movement jiu-jitsu. It's like, wow, what is that? Look at that exchange! Oh my god, I love that.
That's why like sometimes I kind of hate the state of modern BJJ in the rule set, like the IBJJF rule set, because like. You look at that and it's like it is so tailored towards getting that advantage, squeaking out that little thing. It's like it's almost sometimes moves away from beautiful jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Like we're not here to express our jiu-jitsu. We're here to, and maybe that's just maybe that's just a natural expression because these two high-level athletes can't do anything to each other. So all you end up with is just this tiny little. Somebody just got this little bit extra. They edged it out.
I truly think that so far the rule sets I've seen.
It's because of the rule set, you think?
I really like the EBI
submission only, EBI.
So far, I believe of all the rule sets, I like the EBI rule set.
Athletes will play to their rule set, and if you create a rule set that's so open and rewarding of beautiful jiu-jitsu and rewarding of taking risks, right? Because you don't want to take any risks in IBJJF because any little risk, if you fall to your butt and even get back on top without getting swept, that's an advantage.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I lost on that advantage at the last IBJJF fucking tournament that I did. That guy didn't. Whatever. I'm not bitching or doing that shit, but it's just like these tiny little advantages. It's like I'm sorry, man, but
so this is what bothers me.
Come on.
You really at that level. I guess it's at the level. You really didn't beat another man. It goes back to not contradictory here, but like it goes back to like, well, yes, it's a great form of competition, but it has its flaws. Like IBJJF,
it does have its flaws.
I really truly believe. I believe grappling,
combat jiu-jitsu.
Let's
talk some combat jiu-jitsu.
I think it's one of the best things.
It's
ever.
taking the best elements of combat and it's taking out that
potentially
ugly portion of it. And just allowing you to see beautiful jiu-jitsu plus a little element of fucking...
A little spiciness.
Come on, a little spice. A little pepper.
It's like nailing that perfect ass. And then slapping it. You know?
Just get a little spank. It just gives a little spank to the fucking perfect ass fuck.
I checked myself what I was going to say. Like so hard. You have no idea how hard. I was like...
I can kind of see it.
I pictured it.
And I was like... As I felt like I edged.
No, all right. So
I edged.
He finally edged. No, give it a little spank.
Fucking
to the fucking,
yo,
stuff.
9:15.
All right,
we're done. Let's go back there.
Dude, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that was fun.
That was so much fun. I love you guys.
I love you too, buddy. Fuck yeah.
Listen, we have no idea what this becomes. No idea. So,
but so far so good. Am I right?
We're gonna keep doing it.
We had a great fucking time. To be honest with you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you all for hanging around,
listening,
and really appreciate it,
and being engaged. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So,
that was cool.
Let's do that again sometime.
We're gonna do it again.
We are
absolutely
tomorrow.
Too soon.
We'll figure something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll announce it again. That was fucking cool, and just there's endless amounts of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's
chat. We'll probably maybe. I like the format. Coming up with a few topics to talk about
and just going.
And just going.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any feedback for us, leave a fucking comment or something.
Yeah,
let us know. If you got topic suggestions, let us know.
For a while. Hold on, let's see what's going on.
Bruce knows we're about to be done.
Thug Rose. I do like Thug Rose. Yeah.
Ooh, who doesn't like to talk about Thug Rose?
Misha Tate. Yeah, Misha Tate.
We met Pat Barry. He was super nice.
He did. Couple of comments on MILFs on the way out, Mike, and everybody loved that. Everybody wanted to have more comments on MILFs.
We'll get into MILFs more because I have some things.
Leave one comment on MILFs.
I got some stories about my younger years about MILFs. All right. More to come on MILFs.
We'll come back to MILFs
in future episodes.
Yeah.
Because I got lots to say.
We got MILF stories.
We got MILF stories.
Thank you guys.
Cookies and MILFs.
Hey guys, cookies and MILFs.
We love you.
And 12-inch cocks.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.